a great day, and wherever you are, right now here in Singapore where I am, it is about 8 a.m. in the morning, right? And where you are, it could be in the evening, it could be in the afternoon, it could be in the morning. Regardless of where you are in the world, we are connected. So welcome to this live training webinar. And in this webinar, we're going to talk about 5 simple steps to a successful and automated internet business. Well, sit back, get a drink, take your paper and pen or pencil and take notes, because this is going to be a very exciting and eye-opening webinar for most of you. I'm going to show you, right, how you can start a successful internet business in just 30 minutes from now with no experience and make automatic money from it every month. Sounds good? If so, let's begin. So in this webinar, right, I'm going to basically, first of all, give you a quick background about myself before we move on. So, I started the internet business in 1997, and it's been a good many years. And in all these years, I've definitely learned quite a lot of things about internet marketing. And some of you may agree with me that learning too much could be information overload. And I guess you may have information overload. And that is okay, because guess what? I have information overload too, because I'm always learning something new. However, right, on this webinar, I want to show you how you can get started, how you can make money, how you can get results without the information overload. That's good news, because I'm going to present to you a very powerful but simple 5-step system to actually getting your business out on the web and making multiple streams of profits. If that sounds exciting to you, please make sure you hang on to this webinar and stay throughout the duration. I struggled for 5 years when I started, right, before I actually made any money. Now, 5 years is a long time. In fact, from 1997 to the year 2002, it was basically a trying period for me. And it was a learning experience, definitely. I'm self-taught in internet marketing, as with most things that I do. And because I was self-taught, I took the hard, long road to success. I had to do everything on my own. I had to, make a lot of mistakes. And I had a lot of successes as well, but it was hard-earned. So on this webinar, I'm going to give you a shortcut, streamlined, and effective process so that you don't have to struggle and go through that long period of trying times like I did. I finally made money after 5 long years, and that came from using a systematic process. I cannot emphasize how important it is to actually have a systematic process in everything that you do, especially in internet marketing. And this is because of the fact that internet marketing for many people can be a very big field. It can come with a lot of information, a lot of things that you have to learn and study. So that makes it confusing for a lot of people. However, I'm telling you that it doesn't have to be this way, because today we're going to see how we can actually shortcut the process dramatically and still get maximum results. And the reason why I'm running this webinar is because I want to address the fact that there are a lot of confusion out there, there are a lot of information out there that is not necessarily correct. And on the webinar, I want to clarify a couple of things. I want to make sure that you have a clarified and clear process to run this business with, so that if you have been struggling like I did initially, then this webinar is going to make the difference. Today, after my initial learning process, my initial mistakes and trial and tribulations, today my internet business generates multiple millions of dollars a year online. And to most of you listening, if you haven't made millions of dollars a year, that's okay. and it may not seem real to you, but I am telling you that the internet business is genuine. It does provide you with the revenue and the income that you need. You just have to do it correctly. And this is what you're here for today, to learn how to do it correctly. Many people call me an internet marketing pioneer and a legend. And that's purely because of the fact that I've been around for such a long time. No, but I am not an old man, right? I'm not an old man. Right? I just started early. And when I started, it was not exactly the best period because I had not many mentors. I didn't have many people who were able to guide and teach me. I had to learn things on my own. And that's because it was so new at the time when I started. Today, for you, you have many mentors, you have many ways to learn. And I trust that, I can be a great mentor to you. And that's my intention. That is my goal in most of the things that I do today on the internet. And back in the years when I started as well, it was hard to pick up things. It was hard to actually do something online because most of the times it had to be manual. There wasn't any software. There wasn't any system that I could use. In fact, I had to create a lot of my own systems. So for you today, it is actually a lot easier, quicker, and even lazier to make money as long as you follow the correct system. Many people call me the world's #1 super affiliate, and that is because I am extremely good at promoting other people's products. Right? When you are a super affiliate yourself, you'll be able as well to make a lot of money promoting products quickly. And when it comes to affiliate marketing, which I'm going to explain a little more later, that's one of the world's best business platforms to get started. And even if you're an experienced marketer, that's going to allow you to generate a lot of profits, that you otherwise wouldn't have. I wrote a book that became quite popular, and that book is called How I Made My First Million on the Internet and How You Can Too. In fact, the book went on to become a #1 international best-selling book, and you may even have read the book. Right? In the book, I shared my journey, and I shared certain strategies that I use in my internet marketing business. But you know what? Today's webinar is going to be even better, even a bigger eye-opener, because this is live. You're going to see this exactly how I'm able to start an internet business, a brand new internet business, in a couple of minutes, and how you can too, right? If you were to take my instructions and follow the process. So I'm just an ordinary guy, and I don't have any special talents. And the best part is I am a non-techie as well. And because I'm a non-techie, I have to develop and create many tools to help me. And I'm going to review, a very powerful tool that I use personally to generate massive income, massive affiliate commissions on autopilot. And this is going to be reviewed a little later, right? And right now, I want you to know that even if you are a beginner, even if you are non-techie like myself, that is okay. Do not blame yourself because most people are not technical, most people. And when I was young, I remember, while some of my friends, they were very techie, they were the gadgets person. They could take apart a gadget and put it back together and understand how it works. I could never do that. In fact, I am technophobic. I shy away from the computer. And today, even right now while I'm speaking to you, I am not a computer expert. So that should be good news for you if you are in the same shoes as me. If I can do it, you can too as well. But as I mentioned, as long as you have the right process, you have the right system to run with. So let's see how the internet business works to gain a better understanding before we actually dive deep into the strategy. So you see, on internet, there are a lot of people, right? We're talking about billions of people online, and every single day they're going onto the internet, and most of them are looking for information. We have to remember, right, the first principle is the internet is an information-based medium. People go online primarily to look for information. Why? Because they have a problem most of the time that they need to solve. Right? For example, let me give you an example. Let's suppose that there's a group of people going onto the internet and they're looking for information about aerobics. All right? I know that is not the best example, especially coming from a guy, but I thought I'll take a way out there example to show you. So let's assume that millions of people right now, and in fact this is true, as we are listening, as we are speaking,